Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. We are going to the Goodwill today. So a really cool thing, my daughter has been going to the library for a little while, and afterward we usually do a treat, and lately it's been going to the Goodwill because we either have to go to the store right after or something. So I get her a little treat from the Goodwill and I get to look around. Totally works for both of us. Here are some of the things that I saw. I hope that you enjoy, and there will be a small haul after. The first thing I noticed was this beautiful crystal bowl. You guys, this was absolutely stunning, and in the right light, the rainbows coming off of here were just so pretty. I had to look at this because my husband's lineage is Viking, and this was just that. I mean, this isn't really his taste, but this was so cool. I had to look at it. This was such a pretty riser. It caught my eye right away. Not something that I would normally get. I just don't have the room for it. However, later on I actually did see a lady walking around with it, so I'm hoping that it found a really good home. And then I saw this. I thought that it was absolutely beautiful. I love the 3D flowers on it. And I sent a picture to my husband, and spoiler alert, he did tell me to get it right then before anybody else was able to. I said in previous videos I'm looking for a vintage jewelry box, like one of the silver ones, to put my makeup in. I was considering this because I thought that this was actually really neat. However, I decided against it. So I saw these, and I love vintage Santas, and this and the other one over there are just so neat and so rustic, and I love how beautiful the colors are. I find them so cool. It totally reminds me of like a vintage Santa, or like going through the forest and delivering packages to people, and I love these. I thought that they were such a beautiful score. So I saw this set and I thought that it was just so beautiful. Now, if it had been far less to the set so that I could actually use it in my cupboard as a riser or decoration, I would have got it. However, this was just too much for me, but oh my goodness, you guys, the person who buys this, it's such a beautiful set. And I saw these and I'm like, this is just so pretty. I love vintage stuff like this, and it's just, they were so gorgeous. I just wish that it was like the two of those lamps for the $16. But you guys, I hope that somebody got these because they were just so pretty. And this actually reminds me of a picture that I saw in Home Goods last year, and I thought that it was really neat. I don't need it, but I wanted to show you guys how pretty it was. And then I found another one. This was the day for these lamps. They are just so absolutely beautiful, and I really wish I had somewhere to put them all. By the way, any of the little noises that you hear behind me, the cats are just running all over the place, so just ignore that. Okay guys, some of the things that I got are supposed to be for Christmas. Now what I got, so as I've said in other videos, I'm looking for some bookends so I could put it with the books that I have, some really nice ones. And I thought that I found some before, however it didn't turn out. However, when I saw these Santas, I thought that they were absolutely beautiful. I love finding like really nice Santas, and I thought that these would just be amazing for Christmas to put on either end of my books. Aren't they neat? I love them. And they were only like, here's the weird thing. This one, it was $2.99 with a blue sticker. This one was $3.99 with a green sticker. But unless they're supposed to be different books or bookends, but they're both by June McKenna, whoever that is. I don't know why they would do that. Why they would have it like for different sticker days and like different prices. They were still very cheap. I was not upset about that, and I absolutely love them. My daughter was, in fact, looking at them in the cart. She wanted to see them right away, but I was scared that if I gave them to her, that she would decide to put them in the cart, because she likes to put things in the cart and just throw it in there or like drop it in. Oh my goodness, I had something else in the cart, and she dropped some toy in there. My first thought was, oh gosh, she broke it. Thankfully she did not, but I did not want her to do that with these because she loves to help me out at the store and everything. But they made it out. Aren't they so cool? I love the fact that it has a birdhouse on it. I just love all the details on them. I think that they're just so neat. I'm really excited about those. So for Christmas, obviously, when I get, my husband and I are redoing the upstairs, because right now it's just like a playroom. So we're changing it to where I could have my own little desk or office up there for my editing, and my daughter's going to have her own space for her play area, and my husband's going to have his space because he's a huge gamer. But with my stuff, I want to have my books there, including my Bible, and have the bookends to keep the books together. So for Christmas, that's going to be a lot of fun to have there. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be so great. I can't wait till I'm done with it. It's going to take time, but I'll get there. Anyway, that's going to be fun there. Now, the next thing I got, I actually texted my husband this, and he said, get it now. I got this one. I think it's so pretty. Look at the detail on this, you guys. I think it's so pretty. No, I Googled what it could be, and I don't think that this is one of the really expensive ones, just because there's like, this is, I don't think it's painted on there. I think it's like a press, I don't know, it's a transfer. I think it's transferred there, and there's some chips on here that I didn't realize until I got it home, but I still love it. Plus, in all honesty, it's going to go next to our futon upstairs, so that way I can put some pretty flowers in here. But one of the things I'm really loving is the fact that even if my daughter accidentally drops this, because she's going to want to play with it, she's actually been really good with it so far. She hasn't touched it at all. But in case she accidentally drops this, it's not the end of the world. And it was only $5.99. I was very excited about that. Isn't that so pretty? I love that. And the fact that my husband was just like, get it, I like that. I'm like, yeah. So you guys, the last thing I got, which I absolutely loved, was this bowl. You guys had to know I was going to get it. It is so pretty. Now, I didn't get it at first. I actually went back and got it, and I was so happy that I did, because apparently some other people were going to get it, but they weren't pleased with the price, because they would look at it and be like, this is just a glass bowl. But this is not just a glass bowl. This is a really nice crystal bowl, and it's absolutely stunning. Now, I figured that I'd give like reselling a shot, so I'm going to try to resell this, just because I have so many bowls already that I really don't need another one. However, it's such a nice bowl that if this does not sell, I'm not upset about that at all. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. In the right light, in the sun, the colors that come off of here are stunning. It is just gorgeous. I love crystal like this. It is such a beautiful piece. I don't know if you can really see it. I think you can. But I absolutely love it. I'm so happy. And I was trying to figure out what you could do with a bowl like this. And here's what I did. So you guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you had fun going through the Goodwill with me and then looking at the haul. It's not a huge haul. I'm trying to decrease my hauls because after a while you just don't have the room for it. But I will be doing some more thrift with me and antique shop with me just because I just love doing it and seeing what they have and not necessarily get anything. So you guys, if you want to do stuff with me and hang out with me as I go to these stores, just go ahead and consider subscribing. Other than that, I will see you on the next video, I hope, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.